This is our hacking sword. When we plug into something that's hackable, this menu comes up that allows us to modify its variables. For instance, let's drop this guy's health to 0 to get him out of the way. But first, let's add some hearts to his loot drop. Or we could set his damage to 0 so that he can't hurt us. Or we could make him friendly by changing his faction. Or really anything. These are all of the turtle's actual variables, nothing is faked. You're always modifying the actual object properties. We can even do something more sophisticated like reprogram the turtle's idle behavior so that it just spins in place forever. With the hacking sword, you can do a lot more than just deal damage. You can change the fundamental properties of things. Let's take a look at our magic loop. Here's a magical bridge, but it just doesn't quite go far enough. In order to repair this, we're going to need to modify the code that controls it. Over here is a function signpost. If we look at it, there's some mysterious text that happens to be the compiled assembly for the create bridge function. But if we take out our loop, we'll see the portal open up that allows us to enter the function directly. This room is procedurally generated from the assembly of the function, and these machines correspond to bits of the function's logic, fed by the data crystals on the left that represent constants and function arguments. We can see here that there's a for loop that queues bridge tiles, but it terminates after 4 iterations. We can just set that constant to 8 and walk out. The function will be rewritten on the fly, and when we trigger this pressure plate, our bridge will build further. By the end of the game, you'll have access to the code for everything, giving you tons of freedom to change the rules. This is the third eye hat. It's a mystical item that allows you to see things that can't normally be seen, allowing you to observe what's really going on in the game. These guards look like they're in a pretty tight formation, but if we put on our hat, we can see that there's a tiny gap that allows us to sneak right past them. What you're actually seeing when you put on the hat is the game's debug visualization, the same one that we used to develop the game. You can see everything about the simulation, the walls, hitboxes, and even everyone's visibility sensors. We can even see cool bits of hidden information like these invisible platforms that can lead to seemingly inaccessible secrets. With the third eye hat, nothing will remain unseen.